They have quite the injury list at the moment. The good news for them is that Lamine Yamal is back in training as of Monday, recovering from that recurring groin issue. His minutes will obviously be managed carefully. The bad news, though, is that Robert Lewandowski has suffered a a muscle tear in his thigh, so there's an uncertain recovery time there. Reports suggesting it could be 4 to 6 weeks, meaning he would miss El Clasico. Dani Olmo also out with a muscular injury in his left calf. Reports locally state that it'll be 2 to 3 weeks that he's out, so he would also be a major doubt for El Clasico. So, Nadem, good time for Marcus Rashford to step up and shine for Barca.
Yeah, you could say that. I don't know if he can cover all those positions, but yeah, the opportunity's there. And I think that's the thing that's going to be key. As we saw him go across to Barcelona, I think for some there was an excitement about the potential that he had, but you also wondered, well, how would he fit into this team? Well, it looks like he's going to fit into the team because certain people are going to be unavailable. And I think for him, getting a chance to play in a game of that size, for the potential and star power that he has, you'd hope that he'd be looking forward to it and sort of grasp it with two hands. I think you are unfortunate with having that many players injured for such a big game and such an important part of the season, relatively speaking. But yes, it's next player up, and Barcelona do have some players who can step in and they'll potentially find a way to be competitive in that match. But yeah, I'll be very interested to see if Rashford does stay fit and stay available for that, how he performs. Expectation and the intensity of that game itself might be something he's never felt before.
Ferran Torres also left the camp, the Spanish national team camp, with a muscle overload, whatever that means. But he left the camp with a muscle overload. So, yeah, you start looking around, you kind of go, what seemed to be surplus to requirements when they were going after Marcus Rashford, now it's like, actually, Marcus, you're the only one available. So, Marcus, you want to play? You want to play, Marcus?
He showed to be finding his feet, though, in this Barcelona squad, Ale.
Yeah, but it really doesn't matter. Right now, he's the only one that can play. Whether he had been given signs or not, completely irrelevant. He's the only one that's healthy and can actually get on the field. Rafinha injured. Ferran Torres, muscle overload.
Yeah.
Robert Lewandowski, muscle tear. Lamine Yamal just coming back from a groin injury. So, yeah, it is Marcus and nobody else.
Obviously, they had that loss to Sevilla before the international break. They need a win when they return to action this weekend against Girona.
Absolutely. Listen, I think that this race will be tighter than any we've seen for some time. Real Madrid, given their form, even when they've had little hiccups themselves, I think they're showing under Xabi Alonso that things are coming much better for them. They're playing good football. Kylian Mbappe in the form of his life, all of a sudden there's an understanding with Vinicius Jr. And you cannot give Real Madrid a head start. You cannot allow them to put in any kind of distance between you and them, especially with the Clasico to come in a couple of weeks' time. So they have to keep the pressure on. They have to get a result here, especially kind of given some of the frailties that Sevilla took full advantage of.
To your point, Shaq, while we can talk about the front line of Barcelona, I have no questions that Barcelona is going to score goals. That is not what I think they have an issue. It's the other side of the field. So regardless of who's available or not available in the front line, of course they would want all of these players to be available, but that's not the case. What's going on in the back? What's going on in the midfield? What's going on in the pressure on the ball? What's going on with the high line? Those are the things that they need to figure out, and they haven't had time to actually work on it because people have gone to their national teams, and Hansi Flick is kind of like, I wish I had the time. Well, you don't. And now you show up and you got to play against Girona. And if you don't get a result against Girona, next week is El Clasico. Ay, mama.
Stay up to date with everything to do with La Liga right here on ESPN, plus Barcelona in action against Girona on Saturday, looking to bounce back from that loss against Sevilla. You'll also be able to see an alternative Madrid derby as Getafe take on Real Madrid on Sunday. Atleti also wrapping things up on Saturday against Osasuna.